The Yamal situation is creepy by D-Mac. Let's check it out.
This Yamal situation is actually disturbing. Alonso and Trent underwhelm in their Madrid debuts, and it is not.
What makes it so disturbing? But let's see. After what I'm seeing, age discrepancy, but we'll see.
Not looking good for Chelsea's Mikhailo Mudryk. This is DMAC Daily. Usually I wouldn't entertain stories relating to footballers' personal lives or dating habits because for the most part, who cares? But the context of this scenario is uniquely weird. Lamine Yamal is currently on holiday in Italy, taking some much needed time away from the pitch. But a photo has since circulated, sending social media into a frenzy. It shows Yamal on a jet ski with a woman, which is innocuous at face value until you dig deeper. This woman just happens to be Fatima Vasquez, a 29-year-old Spanish influencer slash OnlyFans model. What is she doing cuddling up to a 17-year-old on a jet ski? Already a red flag. Both individuals.
What do you think? I think it's about the money. It's Yamal. It's the best Spanish player right now or the most hyped one. Why would she not want to latch on to him? Come on, bro. I keep telling y'all. Y'all think that this life thing is a movie with these females out there. Why would you not think a 29-year-old influencer would want? In her mind, she's not seeing him as a 17-year-old. She sees him as the biggest footballer right now. Or the biggest footballer with the most hype right now. So, let's see.
Then posted separate photos on Instagram on what appears to be the same boat and another laying poolside at the exact same resort. Suddenly that first image seems a little more suspect. Now I can't make a conclusive judgment because I don't have all the information, but from what's available, Fatima is at best using a 17-year-old to boost her influencer status, or at worst is engaging in predatory behavior. Reminder.
Predator behavior. Oh boy.
This woman is closer to Yamal's dad's age than him. Also, when Yamal was 13, he was commenting on her social media posts. 4 years later, she's suddenly on holiday with him. But the most
cause Yamal wanted it from those times. Yamal wants her. That's what it is. You see, honestly, I'd rather him to be 18 though, but hey, it's honestly, it's what he wants. So, and then again, it's not even been like reported or anything or confirmed that, it's a relationship. We're gonna use our minds and say, a man and a woman and, unlike a vacation type setting, obviously it has to be some type of, involvement, but hey, if his family is good with it is his, team and so forth is good with it, then, I can have a problem with it. But I would rather, he would be 18. But, I can't say I have a problem with it.
damning implication comes directly from Fatima, who made a public statement following the intense media backlash, to which she says a whole lot of nothing. Now tell me, if you were being accused of some pretty serious offenses, wouldn't you want to clear your name immediately? Her inability to deny anything speaks volumes in my opinion. Now Spanish TV reporter Javi de Hoyos has claimed to have spoken
But why would you deny
Yamal.
something that's out there? And then again, who says, well, who's this now? This is a journalist, denying it. Then again, she doesn't have to deny anything, in my opinion. She's getting what she wants. She's an influencer. She knows how social media and all of those stuff works. So it's better to make us run with it. More fame, more hype, more clout for her. Why would she deny it? It would stop the momentum. In my opinion.
And that he denies the rumors are true. But I don't know, man. I'm not buying it. Regardless though, I just hope Yamal's team can make sure future situations like this are avoided. He may be a footballing genius, but he's also just a kid and probably not fully aware of why this is potentially problematic. Moving to the Club World Cup and Xabi.
I'm not saying it can't be problematic. It can be, but for the most part, if your parents and you have good people around you and so forth, then it's just gonna, she's just gonna be there for a time being or whatnot and so forth. As long as you don't marry her, you're good. As long as you don't marry her, or if you marry her and you get your prenup, then everything is good. It's all good.
Alonso's tenure as Los Blancos boss kicked off with a subpar 1-1 draw against Saudi's Al Hilal. Trent didn't exactly shine on debut. Dean Hojan, on the other hand, was quality. I think Madrid have got themselves a dime in the heart of defense. Without Mbappe featuring, they lacked that ruthlessness. But fair play to La Fabrica's own Gonzalo Garcia. He stepped up with a bizarre goal. Al Hilal also gave a good account of themselves. Al Dossari was class, and Yacine Bounou was spectacular in goal. So many saves, including that penalty. It's gonna be an interesting group, that one. Salzburg.
Well, my thoughts about the Madrid Al Hilal match, it was good. I liked watching it and so forth. I thought Al Hilal dominated the first half and so forth. Madrid, got back into the game. They actually scored when Al Hilal was on top. You know what? The same goal that he was talking about by Garcia. Yeah, the one that it bounced off his foot or whatnot, whatever. But it's a goal and so forth. Madrid, showed us their three at the back formation for the first time, and it looked good out there. They started the second half on top, on fire. It kind of cooled a little bit and so forth. All the Gouda came on, and he was class and so forth. So as he said, Bono was on top form, saved that penalty, the game winning save basically, because obviously Valverde scored, they would have lost. So it was a good game. I do think Madrid have to show more if they want to win this Club World Cup. I didn't think Bellingham impressed. I think Rodrigo was okay. He assisted. Garcia, with the chances that he got, except one that I saw that he skied, that I was saying, he should do better with that one. But, everything else was okay from him. Vinny have to do more. Trent have to do more and so forth. But, yeah, that's about it. I think Madrid, was decent, okay. But, new manager, so they probably have to get some screws tightened up. Al Hilal, for me, first half was perfect. Second half, bits and pieces. They could have actually, stole the game, and they could have actually lost the game, but it was a draw. I think it's a fair result for both teams, so that's my perspective.
Defeated Pachuca, but I can see the Saudis advancing ahead of both of these guys. Whilst in Group G, City and Juve made light work of their opponents.
Bro, this Juve match, I started watching it and I stopped. Bro, it was... You see the scoreline, but sometimes, imagine, you remember the Champions League final now? That was 5-2, but it was an exciting 5. This one was a boring 5-0. I stopped watching the match when it was around 3-0. Good goal by Yildiz, but this match was boring. Al-Hain didn't provide any threat at all, which we thought they wouldn't, but, at least try. I didn't see the City match, but everyone was saying Phil Foden starred and so forth, which it's his show now. He's supposed to be the man there now, the creative playmaker and everything. De Bruyne is gone, so should be his show now. So yeah.
These two are definitely advancing. Meanwhile, Mikhailo Mudryk is in serious trouble. Back in November, Mudryk was provisionally suspended, having tested positive for a substance called meldonium last year. For the last 6 months, the Ukrainian has been sat on the sidelines awaiting his B sample results. However, the timing of Cole Palmer being awarded the number 10 jersey over Mudryk, without the Ukrainian even being mentioned in Chelsea's statement, and the club's hunt for a new left winger indicated a bad outcome was looming. And surprise, surprise, Mudryk has since been been formally charged by the FA for doping and is facing a potential
Yeah.
4-year ban from football. Mudryk denies knowingly using any substance, but has since partnered with the same sports law firm that previously represented Paul Pogba. The Frenchman also faced a 4-year doping ban, but his firm were able to appeal and had it reduced to 18 months. So it's anyone's guess as to what happens next with Mudryk. He still has 6 years remaining on his current deal at Chelsea, but remember, Pogba's contract was previously terminated at Juve following this ordeal. I think Chelsea might explore something similar. Anyways, that's today's DMAC Daily. See?
Yeah, you know, Mudryk was a top talent coming up, but you know, to get yourself involved in, you know, doping allegations, you know, stunts your career, stunts your growth. Will he make a comeback? I don't know. We have to see, you know, first of all, what the sanction is. We just saw the ban could be up to 4 years, but you know, with appeals and so forth, you can get it down and whatever. So we'll see. He's still young. I don't think his career is over. Even if his career is over at Chelsea, I don't think it's over because he's still young. I think he's still like, what, 22, 23, somewhere around that age group. So, you know, if he can make a comeback by, you know, whenever, in his 20s, and, you know, he's still training and whatnot, yeah, a football club will, you know, take him up, will, you know, have use for his services and whatnot. And, you know, you can start a comeback right there. Life is not done. So, as long as you have life, you can make a comeback. May that be a lesson to y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment down below. See y'all next time. Peace.